Um, everybody wants to talk about their ideal client, and they understand the importance of that. And I agree. But I do believe that it is not the starting point. I believe the starting point is what it is that you do, your most valuable process. Because as an independent consultant, you are charged with both pursuing business and delivering the value. So if you take a market first approach and go by what people need, well, that sort of ignores what your passion and unique abilities are. I've come to find that you can sell anything to anyone for any price if you focus. So if you're going to spend your life doing it, you might as well do exactly what you want to do. So start there. Start with exactly what you want to do. That's the practice area. What problems are you solving? The business acumen, the areas that you know, the types of companies, that's the industry. And for this concept of the ideal buying scenario, we're going to introduce a third dimension to specialty, and which is situational. So it is a buying scenario. Somebody with a problem in a particular industry must also be experiencing a situation to say yes or no right now. Else they'll say, that's great, I'm cool with this pain. Human beings are great at dealing with chronic pain for a long period of time and ignoring it, like my golf wrist, which I only recently started to fix. So in the exercise to identify your ideal buying scenario, there's three pieces, and the more focused you can get, the better. Of course, this is psychological challenge number 2. What if people are coming to me in different areas? Look, I'm not telling you can't say yes to people in different areas. I am saying that it's going to be operationally less efficient, and there will be an opportunity cost to taking on that client. But let's say for the time being, you need the business, and that's totally fine. I'm not talking about people that randomly show up on your door. I am not talking about referrals that you get from clients that you have done great work with. I'm talking about your ability to consistently get conversations and turn it into new business. And for that, we must pick the ideal buying scenario. Now, everyone at some point should ask you, at some point in the buying process, should ask you, what have you done for someone like me lately? So industry or type of business is an absolute necessity in terms of like a part of the identifier. It will allow you to charge a price premium. It will help you beat out competition. And I do believe that, consulting is a noble practice. People are buying access to your knowledge. They shouldn't be paying you to go out and learn their business because they should be working with somebody else that already understands their business. You're not that special. And so you are more valuable when you focus in a particular business area, industry, sub-industry. The more focused you are, the better. Second is practice area. So are you a dentist or are you a foot doctor? Like what problems are you solving? What are you actually delivering? Don't be a social media person, focus on Facebook. That's a terrible example. I hate marketing. Anyway, the third piece is situational. And the reason that's so important is because the number one enemy of a buying scenario is maybe. Because remember, we are responsible for going and getting the business, killing and eating. So wasted time or thinking somebody's going to buy when they're not, that's the enemy. And if you can identify certain situations where people in that industry, in that that have that problem or some sort of need, are actually in a situation where they're going to take action, that is the ideal buying scenario. Filling out the ideal buying scenario, some of the assignments is just going to help you document it, because in the beginning, you might be looking for those situations. Probably on LinkedIn is the #1 network for finding these scenarios. but it also must be transferable. It must be, you must communicate it to somebody else that can do research, because none of you at the end of the day are going to be doing your own research, building your own list of people that you think are in that ideal buying scenario. Someone will be doing it for you. And that is what the homework is about. What are their, what are their pains, and how do they feel in that scenario? Anyway, number one, road to residual income, focus on your thing. Number two, most important question, who will pay you the most? And as long as you like hanging out with those people, and as long as they say yes to you or no in a timely fashion, then you're good to go. And that's the foundational stuff. Cheers to that.